Hiya, it's Risley. We're playing Super Auto Pets. Let's give it a go. Okay, so interesting concept we have here. Interesting concept. This is the new weekly. There was, however, a new weekly yesterday, Sunday morning. I saw it and I played it once, and it was extremely tilted towards summoning builds. It was like all of the summonings, none of the snipes. They switched it today, and I wonder if it was just too much summonings, but there was also amazing food options. That was the first weekly I've seen in forever, where they were valid scaling food options that weren't just tools in the shop, and I've been dying for that, and they got rid of it, and I cried myself to sleep. But today it is Monday, and we've come to accept the fact that food is never to be. We have just bacon and salad. They really said, hot potato, Uno reverse card, we're going the opposite direction. Yesterday we had some really awesome food. Today we have bacon and salad, and nothing else, because food build apparently is not allowed. Fun? Not in this household, they said. So we have decent stats, I mean. So yes, admittedly I have played this weekly twice up until this point, and one of them I got to turn like 23, and I died on the last win. Sadly. Rolling Legends, confused invaders, naughty crooks. Naughty invaders. Invaders here to do some naughty things. Are they invaders? Did we let them in? It's really up to opinion, you know? I can appreciate stacking an otter on turn 1. I've done that many times myself, I have. Now that I say that, though... Oh, that's the beetle's new ability. I was like, how did you get 2 otters, a beetle, and a bee at that thing? But that's your new thing, right? You get a honey perk? Which is interesting, because given the stats are 1-2, which I think might be the same stats as a cricket, at level 1, you're just a cricket. I guess it changes as he grows up or whatever, but at base value, the beetle's ability at the start is just here's a cricket. But maybe better? Is it better? I think it's exactly the same. It's literally the same. It's the same. It gets meat and garlic later in the future, but like, what do I care about that? I guess it's valid in the fact that I literally like almost never used the Green Beetle's ability. I liked that he was a 2-3, so I bought him, and I occasionally gave him food, but it was never like strategically to give the guy over here like a benefit. It was always just like, you're pretty beefy, so I guess you're my go-to level 3 at the moment. 2 ducks. Cricket? Oh, did you say beetle? Oh, crazy it all comes together. It is turn 3, we can stack. Stackables are on the table. How about a goose? A swan, actually. A swan, even better. We can get some health up in here, which is interesting, because health definitely seems like a difficult thing to acquire. I'm not going to commit to you. If anyone's getting it, it's going to be the duck, because look at that little happy face. The chinchilla is sad and depressing, and the duck looks happy and adorable, so why wouldn't I pair with the guy who seems cooler in town? If he's happier, I'm happy. A happy team is a happy family. How about get wrecked? You have like a plan, you have like summoners and a bee. You forgot to put the bee in front of the frilled dragon. It didn't matter because it's faint triggers, not summons. Same diff, having synergies is bunk, so I don't respect it. Simply do not respect it. Double swan though. Ooh, actually 1 half-size swan. Not really a double. I will wait to level this until tomorrow. I do not want to buy food. Today or tomorrow? Today or tomorrow. I will have to say though, I like the worm. I think that it's been a hot- Oh, you know what else I love? They've switched the chinchilla ability. Summon one thing but better. Summon one thing that better. Like, the thing that it summons is better, right? Which is cool if you happen to, like, care about that. Obviously, I only ever buy the chinchilla with the intention of selling both it and the thing it summons. But literally, how it used to summon multiple chinchillas, I never left enough space to actually summon additional chinchillas. I just didn't care that much, so I'm happy that it's changed, because at least I feel bad about the fact that I'm, like, throwing chinchillas into the wind every time I sell them. We will get- well, what's your stats? 4-4? Yep, we're gonna get rid of you. I wasn't boosting you, was I? We're gonna go worm, and you know what? No. We'll do this. Ew, I don't really love you guys. The wasp increased- I mean, do we have a cucumber, so she could get a little bit. There's not a whole lot of, like, there's bacon, it's true, bacon does exist. But, like, no other real method of you getting attacked. There's no croissants. I feel like Wasp is kind of like, there's either croissants in this weekly or there are not, and if there's not, gaboof, I guess. You can have some attack, though. Should we put our beefy guys in the back? Probably not, but I also don't want the worm up front because he's stinky. But you're the guy we're keeping, so you should be up there. But actually, I want the duck up front because he's the next coolest, so I should put you up here because you're the second next coolest. Wow. That's the mingle, you know? Sometimes you gotta give yourself a second just to make sure that everyone's like chill in the house. Everyone's coolio and everyone feels like they're doing their part, they're in the right place. This swan is a baby, they have no health, they're afraid of battle, so I put them in the back so that they have to see less of it. And they still pulled it out for us. If that person's gonna get into the fight, they're gonna get into the fight with the desire to feel like they saved the day or something. It's hero or nothing, they're kind of narcissistic. Garlic in the early game, I can't accept that. Here's your thing. That's the thing. I'm gonna be utilizing the worm. However, I do think, whoa! Whoa! That's too many things! Yes. Ooh, I will accept that as well. I'm gonna be utilizing the worm for his beautiful ability to summon apples. It's kind of like the opposition. You would think you get an apple, there is a worm. I in fact have a worm, there will be apples. But I will be giving these delicious and crunchy apples to the swan. Why? Because everyone knows, it's gaining knowledge, we should all know this by now. Birds should not be fed bread because it's actually bad for them and it's unhealthy to give them pieces of bread. So, solution, apples. This is what I'm doing to help our environment today and always. We could level. Get something cooler than you? No, but I should have sold you first, you silly little swan, you. Yes? Yes. And you get these from now on, but also, here's a garlic, but also level 3 worm. What would a level 3 do? Give like a super cool apple? An apple, which is basically, what, a meat stick? It goes from apple to pear to meat stick? Yep, that sounds about right. Could have been a lasagna. You could summon me a hot spanking lasagna, that'd be pretty funky. Whoa, I get to eat your guy and get benefits from it? It's just so disgraceful for your team. I'm so sorry that you're doing this whole summon thing. I do feel like that's the big thing. Last weekly, it was amazing. So many foods. No, like basically no snipers, I think besides like the leopard or something. If they want to do something like that, I will say it was so harsh, so harshly amazing looking for summons and some food builds that I feel like they have to have put the hippo in there, which they did not because it's like the big anti-summon thing, and otherwise they were just too powerful. They were too powerful, and you know what? I don't even care that much. We're gonna go like this. You can give it that, or you can give it this. And I said this or that, and they said that, or maybe this. And I said, well, when you say it that way, how about frickin' both? That's right, I'm a billionaire. And they're like, whoa, I couldn't have told. Your outfit, it looks kind of scruffy. And I'm like, oh yes, this is actually in fashion. I specifically bought a thing that was literally torn to shred by the person who made it. Strange, I know, but actually, it's just showing how frickin' wealthy I am. And they're like, okay. And they all applaud me because they know that I have, like, power or whatever, but actually everyone in their head is thinking, oh, God. I mean, power or not, it's just kind of, like, I don't know if it's, like, your color or your shape or any of that jazz, and I'm just in there my own little world, saying everything I do is correct because I did it. Ow. I wanted you to die the first time I hit you. I know it's easy to have missed the signals that I was sending. Given I literally had my assistant in the background with a sign that said, please die on the first hit, I can only assume at this point that you couldn't read enemy team. How about get better with, like, reading? I have put the snapping turtle on my team, like, twice, and I don't really feel... Like, I like the addition of more animals who, when they die, you know, put things on other people. You know, like, snapping is new with the new skewer, which is, like, brand new. And also there's that, antelope thing that puts, chili on everybody. I love that. Because it makes buying things like the pancakes, which gives everyone at the beginning of battle +2/+2, this is so much cooler now that there's more chances for me to be replacing the tools anyway, so it gives you more reason to have things like grapes and pancakes, and I like that. I like that about you. I like that about the update. I don't want to get rid of you quite yet, but is a skewer better than a lynx? Probably, but a lynx is halfway to level, and now it's level 2, so if you say it that way, it gets a little bit more hard to, like, make a decision there. I do want to try the leopard. I feel like I never run it, but I don't want to get rid of anybody, because it would be you. The problem being, if I want to scale you, I'm gonna have to give you the apples from the worm, but the hippo is more important to me than that right now. But you know what? I think that the death touch is honestly pretty big. Pretty big it is, I would say. I would love to put you behind him. That would be beautiful. That would be so beautiful. In fact, I think that might be the most beautiful thing I've ever imagined in my entire frickin' life. So much so that next turn, I'm gonna replace the worm with this to go behind the hippo, and we're gonna commit to it. Links. 2 random enemies equal to this. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2 people get hit with 7, this +2. Okay, I'm not gonna run the lionfish, but I do think it's a pretty crazy unit now. They completely changed the concept of it. I'm not really sure how it has to do with being a lionfish, but The last turn that I did, I got a T-Rex and a team made entirely of tier 5s and 6s, and gosh darn, the T-Rex really said, Lionfish, me and you, we friends. We friends. Like, you know, we were made for each other. I feel deep in my heart that if I didn't know you as well as I knew you now, I would still love you, you know? First meeting, just right off the gate, the synergy is just so strong with us. Swan gone? No. Yes? You're gone. I'm sorry, I see that you're giving me a lot of money, and I respect that about you. But also I respect my own victory over you. Well, level 2, just the boar is just so good. But I already am doing other things. I'm doing other things already. Boar, I'm so sorry. You do deserve the world. You're extremely respectable, but I'm kind of committed in my ways right now. I think this is my end team. This might be my end goal. The question being, of course, do you have scaling? And the answer, of course, being, shut your dirty mouth. We don't talk about scaling in this household. Look at this team. Does it look like I have a scaler? No, I have a crane. The crane is supposed to counter our need for scaling. So no, the answer is no. Do I think that's going to help me in the long run? No, I think I might die pretty quickly, but even if they did give me a T-Rex at this point in time, only like 2 guys are going to get helped by it. Yas. I would like you to have this, but it's a little gosh darn late, isn't it, don't you think? This is better than that. Even if it's going to disappear, like, almost immediately, I still like it better, and I love the Tamata. The Tamata is probably, I think, one of the strongest, like, individual new items that they brought in the last, like, few months. Sniping the guy in the back, it's not really a summon, you know? Like, obviously it was a heavy summon weekly, and they said Uno reverse, no it's not. So it's not that much useful to kill people in the back anymore, because I don't really think there's much in the back to be killed that was going to affect the flow. But it's a fun concept. If this crane leveled, imagine how far we could go. We're gonna have to get 4 additional wins without dying. You can have this. I hope it gets replaced with peanuts. I hope you never get replaced with peanuts. So much so that we're actually gonna switch this up, I think, so that it doesn't happen. We're going to actively avoid the happenstance. The happening of legends, which I hope will never happen. I could give someone a chili or a pie. No, I'd rather roll and hope for the future. I roll in an investment. The investment did not fully pay off. Here's a question. If I put a pita bread on this hippo, it gets hit. Will it trigger before the crane gives it the new thing? Because technically speaking, if I'm like, I am just going to trust that I will survive the first hit, I'm just going to say I have enough health, the pita bread is a great investment because it's like now you have plus 15 and then the melon. That's double greatness. But if I just die on the first hit because I didn't have this lemon to begin with, well, it's gone anyway, so I guess we don't have to think about it anymore. Yes and yes. 2 additional items. Ooh, I want you more than the hippo. And, well, what do you? 10 to the first person. And what are your levels? Probably like 20 or 30. To the first person twice, 30, 20, and 30. Oh, and it goes to multiple units too. That triggers multiple times is better than increased damage. Is it just better than you just by flat out? Like, flat out, it's simply better? If I did this, it would be 1, 2, 3. I could actually replace the goose for the guy. You know what? 10? 2 people being hit with 2, 4, 8. 2 people hit with 8. 1 person hit with 10. But if he levels, it would be cool, but you're close to level 3. Ah, pancakes. I'm sorry. We're so close to death that I feel like if I start switching now, I would have let my team down. They're really trying. They're trying their darn hardest to, like, survive this world. I really wish I hadn't gotten sniped there, but still. Could have survived that a little better. Ooh, skewers. Nice to meet you. How about the grave? Have you considered literally being dead? Because, I mean, I hope so. Otherwise, this might be kind of surprising, kind of shocking. You might not be fully prepared for that fact. The cat is the unit I love the most and am never able to use because there are no foods in any of the weeklies ever again. People who made this game said, F foods, they're lame. I would really like you to level just because it's not too good of a system happening back here. If you did level, which I apparently am just going to roll endlessly this turn means nothing to me. I don't value this turn thinks it loves me. If that little walrus there could get level 2, he would definitely give peanuts to both the guys in the back, in which case I could give both of them pancakes. And really, all I've been working for this entire time has just been getting the hippo good enough to keep going. And if the hippo dies, such as what just happened, I literally have nothing else to throw at them. Well, I've got a peanut. That was nice. That was almost kind of cool. If he had had a lemon, would that have helped? I don't know if it would have, it definitely would have only drawn at the best, but maybe it would have helped. What was that, like 7 wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, not bad. Candyland! Oh, I've been wanting this background. I love it. It's food. It's really weird that it's food because it looks extremely candy and then there's just a watermelon. Like the strawberries is a pastry dessert thing. Watermelon less so. If you just took the watermelon out and replaced it with like, I don't know, a cupcake or something, I feel like it might make more sense. I hate all of you. Goodbye. I am neutral to all of you. Hello. Welcome to the squad, my dearest friends. Obese burglars, obtuse skaters, dizzy noobs. Ooh, some dizzy noobs. Not only are they weak and stupid, they don't even know what they're doing. They're new here. They don't know what they're doing. But they're also dizzy. Honestly, it just makes me feel kind of bad about it, you know? Ugh. Part of me thinks that maybe the beetle is a bit too strong, but I just have to remind myself, it's just a cricket. It's simply a cricket, and maybe I undervalue the cricket as well, so maybe that's not really a helpful thing to tell myself, but it's just a cricket. There's no need to cower under your bedsheets. It's just a cricket. With 3 health this time, though. A cricket with 1 additional health, though, on my side of the field? I don't know if it just seems so intimidating. If I was the enemy, I think I just... Dizzy noobs, the moist noses. It's an interesting combination. Ow. But... Ow. Yes, I guess also ow. If I had to think about it more in-depthly there. I am weak, and I refuse to change. So here comes the swan again. The swan is awesome. The swan is my dream. I like the worm. But I didn't win last time. I still kind of hope the new worm is still pretty good, but if I didn't win with it last time, this time we won't run it. We simply won't run it. You have a similar otter. Ooh, and a little guy in the back there. Well, you might have the death machine that I keep trying to think he's a beaver. A badger. Started with a B, I was close. There's not really any attack gains besides the bacon, so it might be kind of difficult to have him work very well. But look at us here. Look at all these beautiful free things we have. I could get 2 whole dogs. I literally will never use dogs, so I'm not going to do that. But if I could have 3 dogs. And that's the real representation of power, isn't it? It's not what I have. It's the fact that I could have anything. It's the possibilities. Because I am theoretically the overworld of the entire universe. I could have anything, and that really shows to go. The fact that I don't have it, it shows restraint. It shows that I'm cooler than the average ruler, you know? Like, Hades, god of the underworld, not even that cool. He doesn't even, like, he just has all the things. He just has the money. I don't have anything. Because I don't want anything crazy. It's kind of like how middle schoolers think it's cool to be, like, completely neutral to the universe. It's like that, but with, like, nonsense concepts about being the ruler of nothing. Here you go. Alright, let's take a little pop quiz then. Did anything that I said in the last, like, what, a minute or 2 make any sense whatsoever? Because I would say no, but also I'm not the teacher. The teacher is like God or something, so I guess I can't really say. But I do expect a full 2-page report from everyone in chat, describing what they think I was saying, and then I'll grade that, and based off what you guys answer, I'll then decide what the right answer is, I think. I think that'll be how it is. It is decided by the masses. This jellyfish is getting a little more popped off than I ever expected it to. Goodbye? How about goodbye, though? I hate the whale shark. I loved him. I loved him so much. I don't hate him. I'm neutral to him. I was a bit dramatic. You know what? Is it good? Is it good? It was okay. It's okay. It was actually pretty good. It was more. No, he's actually just neutral. But we can have this. I do like the snipes, though. I do like more swan, though. I can never deny the more swan concept. But I tried the whale shark so many times, I think I just spend too much money trying to get him to pop off that I ignore the rest of the team. So it's like you think, oh god, I have this one awesome unit, which is often what you want. But it's like a dump. It's just you dump all of your stuff into one guy, and then if he dies, he's dead, and then the whole team falls to pieces, and it happened like every time, so I think I just have to avoid the whale shark. Even if you give me 2, you tempting game. You guys can leave, and you're in here. I do think the Lynx is not nearly as cool as the other guy. Maybe if I had switched, I would have happened to kill something quickly. It would have been a big nerf in terms of how many shots I was throwing. That turn, though. I would replace you for melons immediately on you. What a tasty team we have going on here. Ooh, 3 crickets and a platypi. A singular platypus, a platypi. Classic. a singular moose, a meese, a singular swan, a sween. A sween, of course. Dead, dead. Ooh, 2 swans. Ooh, not my swan. Terrible cooking. Not mine, says Cooking Mama. The classic Wii game from the 2000s, which engulfed my childhood. We do have the money. I'm surprised that you're level 2 and have no stats. I guess it's because I never took a stat-gaining helper. But to be fair, I don't think I saw very many. Well, you're level 3 now. Congratulations, Jellyfish. You somehow have eclipsed the nation. Everyone looked up and thought, wow, that's Jellyfish. I went to high school with Jellyfish. She seems so normal. And now she's like this beautiful, basically level 3 at the end game with the high stats. And they're like, yeah, isn't that crazy? You never expected. You never expected. We were similar, and yet I was infinitely better. Surprising how that works, isn't it? We never really know the ways of time. How things will be affected. How people will grow past high school. Will they be amazing and cool in unexpected ways? I do want the boar. I do not want to get rid of you because you're leveled, so I guess it's you. Have a board. I would like you to have this more than that person, but I think that maybe I'll wait until you have more stats, honestly speaking. I feel like... There you go. That's good for you. What are you immediately? You're like a 14-8? You could live a turn. I definitely think it's possible. Ow. You really start with 2 health? God, this man is really anti... Like, chili goes against the crane. Super hard. 5 wins, and we still have 3 health left. Not doing too bad. Not doing horrendously. If I had to describe things on a scale of horrendous to amazing, I would say not 2 in one of those 2 directions, but seems like kind of a harsh scale. I don't know if we should maybe do something a bit more chill, you know? Everything is not just black and white, and I'm like, come on. Isn't it kind of fun to be extreme, though, in either direction? People understand it. They know I'm being dramatic about everything. I'm dramatic about literally everything. Moon hats? How about go back to space? Melons. Melons. Melons, though. 6 wins. I would like my team to start leveling better. I would also love scaling. Can we do you? 1, 2. You're doing some damage to everybody. I could sell you, you and you. 1, 2, 3. He would be statting 3 of the enemy. I think it's good enough, you know? We had fun with the money, but I think it's time to pivot. Yes, and I can't sell the jellyfish. It's too strong right now, but maybe at some point in the future, yes, we could sell the jellyfish. You know what? I'm gonna try this on you. I think that I would love to see if that actually works. So we're gonna do it. Maybe one day we'll switch this little crane to help the boar. Maybe one day we'll sell the crane for something even more amazing. It literally still hasn't leveled yet, which is a little bit perturbing. Ooh, you actually managed to do something with the wasp. I can respect that. Oop, now you're dead. Sorry about that. Well, that works. Okay, pita bread in front of thing in front of crane, or on thing in front of crane. That's a great combination. And I am extremely happy to be able to kill this jackass like wolf plus a turkey. Ooh, classic. When did you start the game? 20 years ago when that was popular? Just because you've been here for a millennia thinks you're cool now, you can have a little tomato. I will admit, I think that people are going to kill you, but now that you have that, maybe you're more important than you? I don't know. Cherry? I don't know if I care about summoning. I could give someone a B, or I could just roll for levels. You know what? Levels matter more. I'm very glad. I appreciate my own decision-making skills. Thank you, Self. Oh, Self, you're welcome. I just have been feeling underappreciated recently. You never seem to thank me, and I'm like, oh, Self, I'm so sorry, Self. I gotta be kinder to myself, you know? Who else are you gonna be kind to besides yourself? It's the best person. No! No! You saucy enemy. With your big platypus, you're just gonna get to the end game with big platypus? No one wants to see that. Gross. Levels. Ooh, levels. What do you do now? 10 to the first guy twice. Whoa! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeezy jeez. I think that the sniper is more important immediately, so I'm gonna do that. No, I've been so validated. This game has been kind to me. 7 wins with 2 hearts left. It's gonna be a long one, my dudes. It's gonna be a long time. Well, my melon. Oh, if only you had ever leveled up. Everyone else is getting real hot and ahead of you. Ooh, close, 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 close. 7, 2, 1 heart. 1 heart and a dream. Yes. I could give someone a pancake, but I don't know. Yes? it had to be today, which means here's some food. Tasty snack for you. What do I think? Well, I don't know if you want to hear it. I guess it depends whether you're on my side or the enemy's. I'm not feeling amazing. I think we haven't grown too much. I mean, we've been having regular T-Rex. That's horrendous. That's too many snipers. But now that you've finished your sniping, can you survive? 1 health. That's all you need. That pie saved our life. Wow, that was a big pie play. Sometimes it's difficult to see that from the distance, you know? I could give you this instead of your pie. Is that better? No, I don't think you'll... Honestly, you don't have a lot of health. I don't think he's gonna live to have this trigger. I guess we're just gonna full-on rely on our T-Rex getting us there each turn. Each turn it's a real play. It's a real gamble each turn as to whether or not the enemy team happens to be cool. We are winning yesterday, which means we are going against a winner today, and I don't really feel like a winner, so I'm not sure. Oh, I wish you had been able to kill him. Don't worry, we got the health back. Well, saucy. 9 with 1. Can we get a 10 win on this long of episodes? I'm still not feeling crazy up to it, but the fact that we get this is very grand. And this, I ditched you again, I'm sorry. And this, whoa. The game literally looked at me and said, you know what? I'm gonna give you every opportunity to win this turn. 3 snipings on you and your pie, which is nothing. You leveled and you leveled? That is the universe. This is the world to me. Should I do this? I'm gonna stick with what we're doing with, but I could definitely see someone make the argument that the crane belongs behind the boar. It belongs behind the boar. They're best friends since childhood, and I've separated them. Ew, gross. Oh, beautiful, actually. At least you died. At least 3 damage is not a lot of damage. Skewer's not 2, and we've done it. We've done it. And against the turkey with the cows again. Was that the same team? Oh, the suave something? Beautiful. And I got you to max. That's my first time because you're new. And this is my first time winning with you? I've got... The boar is amazing. I've won him so many times. That's honestly surprising to me. Anyhow. Interesting weekly. I definitely think it's not nearly as horrendous as last time, and not as cool as the one they recently replaced. Let's see how it goes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.